Hi everyone, Jean here. Nice to have you all back. I've just come on to share these little bags with you. I thought these were so cute and so easy and quick to make. You can put anything in these, can't you? You can put little Easter eggs, them tiny miniature ones. You can put sweets, you can put a gift. And they're so easy and quick to do. It's just nice to be able to give to somebody and just to say I'm thinking about you. This one I've put on is just saying hello. This one is to cheer you. And this one is with thanks. So I thought I'd come on and just make a couple with you. So what you want is a 6x6 piece of paper of your choice, designer paper. Let's move this up here a minute. Right, and what you have to do is the bottom of your paper, you have to first of all make sure it's if it's a pattern running one way, that it's running the right way. Now this will be the bottom of your bag here. So always make sure that the bottom of your bag is on your left hand side. Right, so what we do now is score at 1 3/8. 1 3/8. This will be interesting. Jean trying to see where she scored. 1 3/8. Rotate 90 degrees. That's it. And then what do we do then? Right, so we've rotated clockwise. Score at 1 3/8. Is it? Yeah, no, I'm doing it wrong. Just a minute. Right, score at 1 3/8, which we've done. 1 3/8. Rotate 90 degrees. Clockwise. Right, here we go then. Yeah, got it now. Right, you score at 1 3/8 just to that first score line. So that's 1 3/8 just to the score line there. And then it's 2 3/4 all the way down. So there we go, 2 3/4 all the way down. Then you score at 4 1/8. Just to that line again, this line running across here. 4 1/8. And then 5 1/2 all the way down. That's it. All the way down, and that's all your scoring done. You'll see it better on that side. So what we had was the bottom of our paper to the left. We scored at 1 3/8. We turned it 90 degrees, and we scored at 1 3/8 just to the first score line. We scored at 2 3/4 all the way down. We scored at 4 1/8 just to the score line, and then 5 1/2 all the way down. Right, now then, I think that's all the score doing. So now we can, excuse me, burnish. And make sure you burnish really well so that these lines are nice and crisp. When you've done one, you'll just absolutely fly with them. Right, and that's that. Now what we're going to do now is we cut up, I'll just turn my page over, it's a couple of days, 2 or 3 days since I did this. I taped all this and then I recorded all this, and then it had only recorded the sound and no picture. Oh dear. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to cut this little part here, this little where you scored at 1 3/8. We're going to cut that off and just mitre it. Just cut that off, because this is going to be the bottom of your bag. And now what we do is we cut up here just to that line, and up that one just to the line, and up that one just to the line. Now I like to take a little bit off. Just go a bit further up there, what you see in this. A little bit off there. Not on this one, the second one in, leave that. Just a little bit off here, and a little bit off here. Same here. Just makes it a bit neater when you're folding the bottom part up, and score a little bit, knight a little bit off that. Now this one, the second one in, don't forget I've cut that off. The second one in, we just go it. If you've got a little corner punch, I haven't got mine handy. You just round the corner, but if you haven't got one, just take it round like that, just to make it a little bit neater when you're folding. Right, and that's it. That's all we do. So what we do now, we get our glue, and we put some glue down here. You can use double-sided tape. Oh, don't tell me this is not going to come out now. Oh, do you know? Just a minute. It clogs up a little bit, even though you put the... it's a good glue, but it clogs up, even though you put the top on. Get that off there. Then we bring this over and make sure that it matches up at the ends like that. Just make sure we match. Just put that up a little bit. There we go. Run it down. Get your bone folder and just give it a good marking. Now we turn it over, and these two here, this one that you've rounded goes in last. So just crease them back again and make sure they're nicely creased. And then what we're going to do is put some glue on that, on there, and bring this one down on it, making sure you keep it square, like that. Some glue on this one, bring that over there, making sure it's square, and then some glue on this one, and bring it down over them like that. And then you can turn it over, get your bone folder, push it in, and just go round and round, making sure that they're glued down. And that's the shape it gives you. Now I'll just get my little round, that's it. This is an 1/2 inch hole punch. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this hole here in the top. I'm going to push it in right as far as it will go, and I'm going to just punch, and that's made the little hole there, and that's your box made. How simple is that? Now you can go a little bit further if you want. You can, pop a fancy piece around there, your fancy scissors or your die, or even a punch, but you've not much space there, that's the only thing. Right, so what we do now is I've got a piece of this card. It's like a craft card, but it's not craft card. I bought it in a pad what I'd got once. Where's my ink gone? I've lost my ink. Can anybody see me? How can I lose my ink? I've only been sat here. Oh well, we'll have to get another one out. God, I bet. Oh, it's here. You're all shouting at me. It's there, it's behind you. So on this one we're going to put, will it go on there? Yeah, to cheer you. I'm just going to ink it up, and then I'm going to test it. Let's have a look. Oh yes, that's nice. So we link it back up again, and I'm going to pop it on here, just across there. That's it, that's come out nice. And the ribbon that I'm going to put in this is this colour. I thought this were lovely. I think I had this sent to me. I'm not quite sure, I think I did. But it's a lovely colour, whatever it is. Whatever kind it is. So I'm going to put, of course you'd fill your container, your little bag with whatever you're filling it with. And then I'm just going to bring that up like that. And then this here I'm going to pop with some glue on there like that. So I'll get my glue. In fact, I'm going to shape it a little bit so that it goes around that a little bit better. That's it. So put the glue on. Pop it on here. You know they're nice to just pop in your neighbour's door at the moment, aren't they? To just give them that little bit of, you know, cheer. Fill them with some sweets. That's if you can get out. I can't, so I'm in lockdown. Oh, hang on a minute. Right, I'm making it right after this, aren't I? Right. That's it. Push that back up. And then I have some, this is a flower cut out from Stampin' Up's flower shop. So we're going to pop that on. I don't know, shall I put that on a glue dot? I think I will. I think I'll put that on a glue dot. Just pop a couple. But you know, you can make a stack of these. Just cut them all out and leave them, and don't put them together till you're ready for them. And that I'm going to pop on there like that. I'm going to put my bone folder in again, just so that I can press that down. And that's that one made. I'm going to cut that ribbon off a little bit more, because I don't want that to be too long. Let's get my scissors. There we go. And they're sweet. Aren't they lovely? Aren't they gorgeous, these? I hope you're seeing all this. So we'll do another one. Just move these out of the way, these bits. All these bits. It's taken me a while to get me, you know, get used to all this setup and where to put my camera and different things like that. It's taken me quite a bit to get used to it all. So here we go again now. This one I'm going to do for a man. Let's see. Only trouble with silk ribbon, it slips. There we go. Right, so this one I'm going to do for a man. Right, so here we go again. So we pop a 6x6 in, and we score at 1 3/8, 1 3/8, all the way down. And then we rotate it 90 degrees, and we score at 1 3/8. No, we don't. Here I go again, getting it wrong. 1 3/8. Yeah. Right, so it's 1 3/8 just to the score line. I've turned it around too far. So it's, you score at 1 3/8, rotate 90 degrees and score at 1 3/8 just down to this first mark here. So that's down to there. That's it, 1 3/8 to there. Then we're 2 3/4 all the way down. And then we're 4 1/8 just to that score line again. And then we're 5 1/2 all the way down. That's it. 5.5 all the way down. I've gone and done a double score line there. Hang on a minute. This is what you do if you do your score line wrong. You run it down on the wrong way and it virtually takes that out. I mean, you can do it again and it'll really come out. Right, so what we're going to do now then, we're going to cut that little bit off there. This little bit. Yep. I'm going to angle it a little bit. And just miter that little bit. Cut up to there. Miter that little bit. Miter in again there. Cut up that one. Miter. Don't miter this second one in because we're going to round the corners of that. So just miter that one next to it and take a little bit off there. And that's it. See how easy it is. Right, so now then we can do our folding. Let me get rid of these bits. That's it. Our burnishing. Mine's ended up going the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. No problem at all. As my husband would say, it's a genieism. Oh, dear. Right, so now we're going to glue again. I'm going to put some glue along here and bring this up and match it up to the end. Just like that. Don't matter if you think, oh, it's not straight there. That's the beauty of this little bag. This is where you're going to get your shape. Runner's bone folder down that. Right. I've forgotten them to... Right, so I've forgotten to round the corners, but I'll do it now. Just round that corner off. Round here. That's it. I mean, it doesn't matter if you don't, but it just makes it look that little bit neater, I think. Right, so now then, I'm going to put this 1/2 inch hole punch, circle punch in here and punch. That's it. And then we're going to put our bag bottom. Well, sounds a bit funny, that. Bag bottom. Right. I'm going to put this in like that. Just hold on to it a minute. Get some glue on that one. Pop that over. Making sure it's square. Glue on this. And pop that over. That's it. And then turn it over and put your bone folder in. And just make sure that it's stuck down. That's it. And that, I haven't quite got that one. And that's your little bag. So on this one, I'm going to put on here, what's this one say? Oh, I'll put to cheer you again. Yeah, I'll put to cheer you again. It's a nice little saying, that, isn't it? To cheer you. That's that. Just wait for that to dry a little bit. And I've got some grey, like a grey brownie, which I thought would go quite nice with that. Just cut that little bit off because I don't want it to be... yeah, I'll just cut that off. We'll go through here. That's it. That looks quite nice, isn't it, for a man? And you can put a little bit of, a little glue dot at the bottom, you know, here, just to stop it from slipping too much. Right, so now then, let's shape this a little bit so that it goes round better. Put our glue on. You see it's slipping. Right, let's get this on to cheer you. I'm going to flatten that a minute because it'll come out. Just till I get this glue stuck. Put my bone folder in and push it back out, and then just needs holding a couple of seconds because it gets a bit rounded. That's it. Look at that naughty ribbon. I have to do that again. I'm going to put that down a minute. It seems to be catching. Oh well. Right, carry on, London. So put some more glue on that. Right, so here we go again. We'll try again and put this in here. Don't forget to fill your sweets in before you put your... because that's my trick. Oh dear. Knowing me, get it all done and then, oh no, I forgot to put my sweets in. And I am going to put a little glue dot there actually, because I think it'll hold it better.